My bold take on the refereeing situation yesterday. Everybody's going on about it. I honestly believe it has no play in terms of if we would have won or lost that game. I think regardless, we could not match City. City didn't even get out of second gear at that point. They dominated. They would have won regardless. That's besides the point. But the refereeing decisions were absolutely awful. That for me is a 100% goal. The goalkeeper could see the ball clear as sight. Robertson ducks under. He has no kind of play towards the goal, so that is a goal. But there's other incidents which I find very, very strange. I mean, even in the same game, let's talk about this. People say it's a pen, it's not a pen, it's very light touch. But what I find very, very weird is he barely touches him. He touches him a little bit. I don't say it has no effect in terms of his running ability. I think he loses the ball anyway. But we find this as a penalty. But this situation happened just the game beforehand. He light touches him, goes to VAR. They say it was too much of a light touch. We're not going to take it to a penalty. So I find that they were able to overturn this. They were able to carry this on. This wasn't a penalty, but the exact same touch was a penalty. But then this isn't a penalty. We're talking about a Muay Thai high kick to the chest. He hasn't done anything. He was trying to play the ball. This is an assault. This is a red card. You're locked up for at least a month. This is mental, and how we didn't get a penalty. And this was a critical game in terms of the title race as well. So the fact that we didn't get this as a penalty, I mean, that is a red card in any other game. And then you got this situation here where he was clearly onside. Again, this was a vital game. He was chasing down the title. You know, he was clearly onside. Everybody saw he was onside. They gave this as offside. There weren't any VAR at this point, I don't believe, so we couldn't review it. But this was given offside. We ended up losing the match, I believe, drawing. But again, this was a vital points towards the title race, and that was a huge game, and they gave that as offside. He ended up scoring that, but offside. Another decision in the title race that was vitally important. Rodley clearly handballs it. I think they came out afterwards saying they apologise. They were meant to give a handball, but this was a clear and obvious handball. But again, just doesn't really matter. Let City go on with it. It was just absolutely bizarre with all these kind of challenges that just seems to reoccur. And I know there's another one at Anfield where we get like a handball against Arsenal. He just wasn't given handball. So I don't know, one or two is a coincidence, but when we start getting piled up of all these incidents, especially this one, that was the biggest shock for me. When I saw that, I was like, get in there, 100% penalty. I was so convinced they were going to give a penalty. It didn't. It's starting to become a bit worrying with these refereeing decisions. Again, we would have lost the game yesterday regardless. It's the build-up of evidence that we've got that's just like every single kind of big title race or big game just seems to always slightly go into their favour, which is really worrying for Liverpool. So what do you guys think? Are these refereeing decisions right? Do you think, all these are completely dismissible? Really interesting to see what you guys think as well.